Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a Stitch Mania update of the things I've worked on during Stitch Mania. I've done the 18 starts, but I didn't do it in 18 days. I did the last start yesterday. So let's begin. So let's see, my finishes. Before Stitch Mania started, I finished the, this is called Coverlet Candle Mat by the Scarlet House. There's supposed to be another row like this at the bottom, and I decided not to do that. This was one of my first times using fancy floss. That turned out really nice. I did that on 25 count white even weave. The next one I started was I started the pin keep for Stitch Mania, which is this. It's by Nancy Peterson. It's a blackwork design, and I'm not nearly done with it. And it was in the Gift of Stitching magazine, one of the blackwork designs. I had done one at Nancy Peterson blackwork last month that I thought was really cute. So that's going well. And then the next thing I worked on was the Heart Cushion by Marjorie Massey. And I got that done. That was from the World of Cross Stitching, I believe. And that's in a variegated DMC, just on some white Aida. Then I worked on a Ho 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 ornament, and I got a finish on that one. It's on some blue Aida, one of those printed Aidas. And then I did the First Day by Plum Street Samplers ornament from their 12 Days of Christmas series. That was a finish. And then I did Bridget's Blessing from Connie G Designs on Etsy. This was my finish. Turned out really cute. That was a pretty fast stitch also. On some Fiddler's Aida. A lot of these are on Fiddler's Aida. The oatmeal. And I did the Second Day on the Plum Street Samplers 12 Days of Christmas series. And that was a finish. And I decided to pull out one of the Advent animals from Brooks Books, and I did Duncan Dog. He turned out really cute. And he's a finish. I decided not to do all the extra things around the edges or the border. Then yesterday I finished the Stony Creek quote of the month for May. And I did some changing here. There's actually supposed to be 2 butterflies and some more flowers down here. And I decided I didn't want to do that. So I found a picture of a cardinal, and I inverted it and put it in there and made a stand for it, and mimicked this flower over here with some brighter colors, and gave some, like, I mimicked the grass that was in this part down here on the bottom to kind of round it out. Made it my own, I guess. That was a finish. see here. Putting the rest of my stuff together. Okay. These are my bigger ones. One of the bigger ones I started was Jardin Privé. And this is in the colors of Dijon. Although this is what the name of it. Codex Couleurs de Dijon in French. And I looked it up on the Translate, and it said in the colors of Dijon, and Dijon is the name of a town in France. There's only a couple of colors with this. Can't really see it. And this was my start. I can always tell what the top is because my Q-snap, I put duct tape on the top so I always know where the top is. That was my start on that one. Let's see here. My next one was also, I think this is another Jardin Privé. So I don't know where my pattern went. Maybe I put it in here. Aha, here it is. Okay. This is the Autumn Sampler by Jardin Privé. And here is how far I got. The next thing I started was the Winter Snow Day by Ursula Michael. This is in the November 2012 cross stitch and needlework. And here is how far I've gotten. This goes pretty fast. When I did the stocking last month, it only took like a week to do it. So I'm pretty sure when I get back to this, it won't take very long. It's just back stitching, mostly. One of the bigger projects I did was Bubbles by Ursula Michael from Imaginating. And here's how far I got on that one. Not very far. Yeah, a couple of these ones that I was really excited about starting, and then I started it, and I just kind of lost the love or something for it. Come on, get back in there. The next one is where does it go here? Kathy Barrick, 12 of the Clock. And here's how far I got. Can you tell that that's two different colors? They're supposed to be like flowers, and these flowers are different colors than this part here. And my two colors of DMC that were called for look the same to me. So I think what I'm going to do is I got this color 356, which is like an orange, and I thought I would maybe frog out the flowers and put that instead on it. Oops. Because I just wasn't happy with this. Was the one that I'm just so happy to start it, and then just lost the love for it as soon as I started stitching it. I'm like, I can't even tell the difference between those two colors. And then the last thing, no, I have two more things. I have 4 more things. Let's see, no, 5 more things. I did 18 altogether. Oops. Let's see here. This is Tempting Tangles Arc of White. I got it from their Etsy store. And this is how far I got on it. Just an A. And a little bit extra. I did start a kit, a little kit. It's one you can get from Walmart. It's called Sweet Pineapple. And this is how far I got on that. Turning out really cute. Tiny Modernist is doing a number of the score news on their website. This is the Birdcage Biscornu by Tiny Modernist. This might have been the first one that they did. Let's see which way's up here. This way. And this is how far I got on it. And there's another thing I started here, thanks to Nicole's needlework. I started Queen of the Harvest by Brenda Gervais, and I had decided to do it on this with all the fancy floss. See this? And I decided to do it on this Fabric Flare. It's a printed linen, and this linen, I had a heck of a time just doing that much. This linen splits like straw every time I try to. It's not like a picture of this Plus Ada, which is kind of soft and you can see the threads. These threads are not very apparent, and there's a crap ton of slubs in it. So yeah, I'm not happy with that one. And then my last start, that was yesterday's start, and I also started yesterday. Don't know what I did with the pattern. This is Satsuma Street Sweet Spring, and this is how far I've gotten today on it. It's just the bunny pattern on an Ada that I dyed. I've gotten a whole bunch of this really light pink 14 count Ada 20 by 30 from a church in my area, and I've been dyeing it, but because it's pink, light pink already, everything turns out a little bit different color than I thought. So this was supposed to be blue, but it ended up being purple, purplish gray. And that's my start on that one. I did go to I don't only have a local needlework shop, I have a quilting store in my town that has DMC, and they had the new 35 colors. So I got all the new 35 colors of DMC. That's my whip update for Stitch Mania. I didn't really follow my original plan. A lot of the things I had planned to do, when it came down to it, I just didn't have the feeling for it, so I just went with the things that are calling to me that day. So, hope you have a wonderful stitchy day. Hope the people that are still doing Stitch Mania are keeping on, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm under Tony Spy Writer, and hope you have a wonderful day, and see you later. Bye-bye.